Hi again, this is Professor Innes, and you are now going to be doing Module 6 of your Southpark course. This one is entitled Science and Religion. So before we discuss briefly the module itself, I will just recap upon the whole course. Now this is a course using or referring to Southpark episodes, but we are essentially philosophers, and in that sense we are being critical, and being critical is necessary for any subject, whether it's communication or if it's sociology or politics. It's all very, very needed. One is not just going to turn over presumed information that other people presume to be correct. So we're being critical at all times. So remember not to put forward opinions, not to put forward statements of truth, because we simply can't carry out those truths. We can't prove them to be so. So in that respect, keep that in mind all the time. And also keep in mind the Brecht idea of shocking people, and also the Socratic notion of asking people questions. If these people are presumptuous, we ask them questions. That's what we're going to do with the scientists in a moment. We're going to ask them questions. Are they as objective and objective and absolute as they think they are? Are they talking about information, scientific information, in a way which is independent of their views, independent of a dogmatic and personal viewpoint of the world? Is it the case that this is a possibility? And we'll discuss that shortly. So we are asking everybody questions, and we would like the truth, but it's unlikely the truth is going to come along, and that is philosophy. We deal with all that stuff that's left over, which definitely has not provided any findings. So in that respect, therefore, keep that in mind. And again, with Brecht, we've got the shock aspect. With Brecht, we say here that Southpark is purposely using shock methods to get people to think. Otherwise, why are they doing it? I've heard some observation by Dworkin about Southpark depicting him in a certain way, and this shock effect had got nothing to do with the actual argument. Now, if that's the case, you can mention that. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to just say that Southpark is just a load of shocking cartoons without there being a point to it. If that is the case, we have to mention that some of these episodes are just shocking people for no given reason. Here with Brecht and the Brechtian method, we shock people to get them to think, to be horrified, to deliberate over something that they would not think about if it was delivered in a Hollywood fashion, for example. May walk out of the cinema for a couple of minutes thinking, oh, what a sweet thought, but afterwards they forget about it. Now, if they're shocked, they think about it for a long time, and it may remain with them for the rest of their lives, So that's the Brechtian method here. It's going to change your way of thinking, basically. So keep that in mind, both the Brecht methods and the Socratic method. And again, that you're philosophers asking questions of those who presume they've got it right. And our focus for this particular course is on science and religion. Now, one of the major points here is that scientists think, as well as atheists, they think that they are discussing matters in an objective, maybe even absolute way, namely that they found the truth. Now, they've found the truth, therefore they can go forward into life and be individuals who are not holding on to beliefs just because they're beliefs. They're no longer beliefs, they're actually truths, as we might call them, the plural. We might even use the plural to describe these things called truth. So in that way, they have broken away from religion, which was based upon prejudice, just mere beliefs and with no foundation of proof. Now, if it becomes the case, therefore, that people are have not got these truths. And in fact, it's just an opinion, maybe a well-argued opinion, I don't know. But if it's just that, then we've got problems. And in one of the Southpark episodes, we actually have the atheists breaking off into denominations. Now, if that happens, then, okay, something's wrong here. They're not being as objective or absolute in their findings of the truth as they think they are. If you've got different denominations, it means you've got split of opinions. So if you've got that, then it sounds like we've got beliefs. So here we've got this idea that scientists may be creating a religious movement in its own sake, in that we have a system whereby they are not dealing with absolute truths or even objective truth. It sounds like it's a bunch of opinions, and that's all there is to it. And if it's just a bunch of opinions, I don't know, should we go back to religion, or should we just give up? I don't know. These are the questions we ask. So you're going to be looking at miracles. You've got the Christopher Hitchings video. He has a go at the Mormons quite a lot in that video, as well as Southpark having a go at the Mormons. So there's a lot to discuss here. So please watch the videos. Think about this overall aspect of scientists turning into near religious figures themselves, and it's the religious figures which they were supposed to have eradicated, or the religious beliefs they were supposed to eradicate. So it seems like a peculiar situation which a philosopher would take on board and think, okay, something's gone wrong here. Well, what's happening? Okay, right, so keep that in mind, please, and again, let me know if there are any problems, if anything needs to be addressed, if you've got any questions, anything. I'm starting to use the Skype method to talk with students, so we can Skype with each other if necessary, and apparently people like Skype because it means you can have a conversation as if it was in person. So if you like, we can do that discussion. Okay, but anyway, just let me know if you need anything, and good luck with this module 6, Science and Religion, and speak to you soon, specifically or especially with the journal. Okay, speak to you soon then. Okay, bye bye.